the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there. A big one.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They go play action with Lawrence. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Lawrence going to throw again.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. George Kittle from 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head, After his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. These two teams all tied after one. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. And that's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. In motion right is Thomas. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. Third and goal.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Chris Olave,
a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Now Lawrence. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Lawrence. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, Haywood! Hey, Wahoo!
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
61, back, play. Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 36. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. George Pickens, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now here's Ross.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Lawrence going to keep it again, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Finds Pickens outright, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Touchdown! George Pickens saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Hey, Hayward!
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You got bomber. You got bomber.
Pollard.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Pollard again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Tony Pollard, A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here's another interception. And the Jets